How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another session of the Let's Talk Show by Interlingua. As usual, I am your host, Mike Ruiz, and today we're going to talk about something that you really would want to consider in your everyday lives. How safe do you feel when you go out to the world? How safe do you feel in your own neighborhood? How safe do you feel in your own house? Of course, every time we step out to the streets, there is a potential risk that you might be involved in an accident, maybe vehicular, maybe, I don't know, you're passing through a construction site. You're at risk of maybe, your physical integrity being in danger. Or maybe you can get robbed. Who knows? Insecurity, safety. That's what we're going to talk about. And you be sure to click on the comments and participate. Tell me if you feel safe in the way you live, in the place you live, or also, has there been any situation in which you really thought that your integrity was at stake? We have two particular cases that will help you consider all the necessarily measures that you really need to take, whether if you are in your house, outside of your house, or even when you are traveling by plane, or if you are in a public transportation. So let's bring them out. Today, making his debut in the Let's Talk Show, we have Jesus, and coming back to the Let's Talk Show, we have Adri.
Hello.
Guys,
Hello.
good to see all of you. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here. And well, I think the topic is very self-explaining, safe and sound. But before we get into anything deep in your particular situations, let's just talk. Let's just hang out a little bit. Let's just relax. And let's just speak in general terms about the elephant in the room. Safety nets. Safety, whatever you might call it. Without sugarcoating anything, do you guys feel safe where you live? Adri.
Actually, I do.
Where is it exactly?
I live in a small town called San Juan del Rio, Querétaro. And I used to live here like 3 years ago. And there were rumors that it was way dangerous and that a lot of people were robbing and things like that. But then, because police was doing nothing, my neighbors and all the community decided that they would take it into their hands, and after that it became very safe.
All right. What about you, Jesus? Do you feel safe in the place where you live?
Yes, I feel safe here. I live in a small town in the south of the city. So the population is small, and also there are no crimes, so kind of that things.
What is the name of the town, if may I ask?
Yes, the name is San Miguel Tepilejo.
Oh, of course. Okay. Pretty place.
You know it?
Yes, I've been there before. I've been there before. Lovely place.
It's a small town.
Especially the location is pretty curious because, I mean, technically it's not that far from the city. So it feels like it's part of it, but at the same time it's not.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is step out and look at your surroundings, and you get pretty convinced, like, yeah, I mean, it's actually not that like Mexico City. So
Yes.
good to know. But, guys, okay, feel safe where you live now. But have you ever lived or have you ever been around in a town, city, region, area where you didn't feel that safe, Adri?
I did when I mean it's not that bad, but for me as a woman and what I didn't feel safe
Of
was
course.
I used to live in Mexico City in Azcapotzalco, and the men there used to follow women there. They used to follow to their houses and things like that. So it was very unnerving.
There's a high probability that they still do.
Mhm.
And in many parts of the city, actually.
Yeah,
But good to know that you're far from there currently.
definitely.
What about you, Jesus? Have you ever lived or been around in an area where you didn't feel safe at all?
Yes. When I went to Tepito market, you can feel the insecurity.
Yeah,
Like that, your nerves, you can feel it. And also, what another place? Maybe when I visit Tapalapa or maybe Ecatepec, it is you can feel it.
yeah, you feel a certain vibe that not everything is right once you step into those places, right?
Right.
I mean, not to speak badly about those areas. I know that a lot of people are from there or currently live there. But if any of our viewers are planning to go there, I'm just saying you might want to go with company, especially in Tepito. I mean, they sell good stuff. You know, it's a big market, a lot of sales, merchandising, but you may want to be around maybe with a couple of friends, family. Just don't go there alone. Now, guys, because of these surroundings that you have been around in, this brings me to my next question. What safety measures do you apply in your everyday lives, Adri?
Well, I don't go out that much, but when I do,
Uh-huh.
usually uh, because I don't have a car, I have to take Ubers and public transportation. So
Okay.
every time I leave my house, I send my location to all my family. You know, my parents, my brother, my sister, and I send it live, so they know where I am the moment that I leave my house to the moment I arrive where I want to go. If I take an Uber, I send them the information of the Uber and the plates, everything. And I remember seeing on the internet a long time ago that you need to look at people in the eyes because it makes them feel more intimidated. And if they feel intimidated, they won't feel like you are weak and they won't feel the need to attack you. And it's worked for me.
All right, Adri. I'm looking at you. How do you feel?
Like I said, I'm quite intimidated.
I'm just playing around. I'm just playing around. But good to know that that is also actually a big, you know, taking advantage of this platform. That can also be a recommendation for all of our viewers, especially if you take, multiple apps for transportation. Be sure to always let your loved ones or your acquaintances know which car or which vehicle are you taking and where are you. Jesus, in your case, what safety measures do you apply in your everyday life?
Um, it can be use the seat belt every time that I drive, of course.
Sure.
Be aware of the motorbikes in the traffic also.
Okay.
What else? When I'm walking, see behind your shoulder a few times every square you walk.
Of course.
Um, don't use a big wallet. Oh, or
Especially in Mexico City.
yes,
I'm sorry.
especially
Who
in
said
Mexico
that?
City. And also don't show your smartphone in public. That
Oh,
can be
yeah.
That's annoying.
I've been victim of pickpocketing twice with my mobile phones. I mean, to be honest with you, I prefer a thousand times that it happened that way than being actually mocked, because it feels way worse. At least, you're in one piece if you get pickpocketed. However, I don't think none of us wants to be pickpocketed ever again. So thanks a lot for sharing all your measures, all your safety measures to our audience. But I mean, life being life, we a lot of times learn from our mistakes. So the point I'm making with this is there a habit that you have acquired to keep yourself safe or your stuff safe? Maybe something that you do now that you learned that you had to do it, that you didn't used to do it before. Adri.
Well, like Jesus said, that you shouldn't have a big wallet. I never carry my wallet with me. I just carry the specific money that I need in a small bag, and that's it. I don't need more. Another measure probably is like with Uber, apart from sending my location, every time I get inside an Uber, if it's a man, I call my dad and I stay in a conversation with him all the trip, or at least half of it. And then the next half, I call my mom or I call my brother. So they're like, okay, so I am not alone. Somebody knows where I am and where I'm going. So yeah, probably that's it.
Ladies, take note. Jesus, what about you, my friend?
Yes, I think that I changed the way that I went to the bank because someday I was robbed in a special bank. So after that day, I only visit the bank that I used, not different ones.
Okay. Do you have like also an specific time of day in which you rather go to the bank?
Yeah, in between 2 and 3 p.m.
Between 2 and 3. But what about when you need to withdraw money from an ATM?
I only withdraw money at the ATM of the work.
Smart.
People, take note. I'm going to start implementing that because that is actually a quite good one. And finally, guys, well, let me put a little bit of context here first. Today, this is a strange age. Everything is online. Everything is on the internet. Part of our lives is online, but how much do you trust the safety of your personal information online? Adri?
You know, I don't. But here's the thing. I got to this point that I think, if they are going to steal my credit card number, what they are going to do? I only have like 500 pesos there. What are they going to do with that? They're like, whatever. And if they have my Facebook information and things like that, it's like, oh, they will only see memes. I don't use any of my social media for important things. So even if I know that it's not that safe, obviously, because it's obvious, I am not that worried. I know I should, but I'm not. I am not that smart with online things. Yeah, no.
That was so cute. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wow. What about you, Jesus? How much do you trust the safety of your personal information online?
Um, I don't know. I have different emails to use it in secure pages, secure links, and another ones to use it and where I can't trust him. And after that, I only use Facebook to see memes, and I don't use that kind of apps or Facebook pages that are like what kind of Marvel character are you? No? But because you're accepting that you are sharing your personal information with that kind of page or app. So I only see memes and I only use it to remember the birthdays of my friends.
And what did you get in that quiz from Marvel characters? I got Star Lord.
Yeah. No, I don't use that kind of apps.
Oh, you don't use them?
Oh, no. To avoid that kind of
To avoid that distraction.
information. Yes.
Oh, okay. I get it. But I mean, nowadays, like, I have a love-hate relationship with my personal bank. And now I was technically obligated to download the app and do a lot of things through there instead of actually going to the bank. But what do you prefer? Whenever you have to do anything in the bank, do you use your apps through your phones or your mobile devices, or you prefer the old-fashioned way of going there, Adri?
I do prefer to do everything on the line, I'll be honest. I think it's
Alright.
way easier because you don't have to deal with the lines and to wait and the people not understanding. Like, you can do it step by step. But I think that if it's something very urgent, then I prefer the old way and go straight to the person. I guess it depends on what I need.
On the task, right?
Exactly.
All right. What about you, Jesus? What do you prefer?
I prefer using my bank app because it's easy to use, it's secure, and also you can do it from your house or the bedroom. I don't know,
Anywhere, right?
anywhere. Just
Okay. Alrighty. Now, I want to talk about your own particular situations. Let's go this bit by bit. Adri, as I understand, which I'm sorry to hear it to know about it by the way, you suffered a break in your house. How did that happen? And is everything all right now?
Here's the thing, like I told you, I moved like 1,000 times, and in like from those, let's say from those 20 houses, we had a break in like 10. And ironically, I was a very lucky person because, well, my whole family every time that it happened, we weren't home. So we will return to the doors completely open and things missing. But that was it. And the funny thing is that I was very lucky because I wasn't that much in those situations. Like nothing got missed. Oh, it was always my parents and my siblings, but never me. And it was really funny. Um, we have the theory in the first ones that it was because, well, my grandfather is the owner of some restaurants. So a lot of people knew my mom. And we had the theory that because they knew my mom, they would try to get inside the house to get some information about the business, about my family, and probably get something from it. And the last one, for the last one that I remember, we had the theory that it was a cleaning lady that we had hired and her family that entered the house and stole things because it was very specific what they took. And the door was not forced. Yes,
Wow, so it was an inside job.
practically, yeah.
To be continued. To be continued. Jesus, as I understand, safety is part of your occupation. Could you tell me, well, could you tell our viewers what it is that you do, please?
Yes, of course. I am an aeronautical engineer, and I work in an airline, and I work as a maintenance engineer. So I review and I check every maintenance task that are related to the airplane in order to be compliant in the right times, dates, or cycles of the aircraft. All of that in order to guarantee safety operation of the aircraft.
What is the process like to get an airplane ready before taking off?
Ready before taking off, the night before, the mechanics and the inspectors
Yeah?
check the airplane during the night, and they release it from operations or for a flight that is scheduled very early in the morning. So you need to do a visual check, a detailed inspection. You have to make some checks inside of the cabin crew to guarantee that the aircraft is in good shape.
What could be a reason or what could be an outcome that would define that an airplane is not suitable for flight?
There are many tests that we made before the flight, but and also a failure between one of that test is a reason to stop the next flight. And also during the night, some trucks are very close to the airplane. They put in the airplane all the snacks and all the water, no, for the passengers.
Yeah.
And those trucks also can hit the airplane during the night.
Okay.
So if in the morning the inspector or the techniques see a damage in the exterior of the airplane, that also can be a reason to stop the flight.
I'm going off script here because I really need to get this out of my chest. There have been 2 Superman movies in which this quote has been said. And I quote, Superman says in this line that statistically speaking, flying is the safest way to travel. Do you agree with this?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Why is that?
Because maybe if you are driving a car and you have a puncture in a tire,
Yep.
you can put your car in a side of the highway or the street and repair the tire, the puncture.
Yeah.
But when you are flying, that is not possible. So in order to guarantee the correct operation of the aircraft, you have to do two, 3 or 4 checks to avoid the failures or malfunctions of the systems. And also in every airline, you have a safety culture. Every employee has to have training every year or maybe twice a year to guarantee the safety in the operation of the aircraft. In specific, the airplane or the design of the airplane or its systems is designed is designed to operate in case that failure occurs. So maybe
Thank
you
you
have a backup system or maybe like that.
Thank you so much for sharing that, because I mean, I took a plane last week, and I mean, it doesn't matter how often I fly, I still feel scared from it, but hopefully I'll feel better eventually with the course of time.
Yes, it's the safety way of transport.
All right. Now, Adri, from your burglary, what was there a change in the way that you guys do something inside your house? Like maybe something that you guys don't do anymore, maybe something that you stopped doing, or maybe it's something that you implemented?
Well, I don't know if you ever tried it or if someone tried it. The typical, let's leave the lights on so they think someone is inside.
Yep.
We don't do that anymore. We just we close the windows, we lock the doors. We check that the doors are closed 3-4 times if necessary. And just decided that if we leave, I don't know, if we leave the curtains open or things like that, we never leave things, expensive things like computer, the phone, the video games. We never leave them on top of, and like everybody can see them. So we just hide them from sight, and that's it. It has worked so far.
Even from visits.
Depends because we don't get. But yeah, it depends who is coming.
I totally understand. That's for you guys as well. Keep your video games safe, especially the consoles.
Definitely.
PS5. Alrighty. Alright, guys. It's almost time to wrap things up. But before we do, thank you so much for sharing everything that you have. And let's spice things up with the now traditional rapid fire round. Based on your experiences, what is a recommendable time to go back home, Adri?
Before it gets dark.
Jesus.
11 p.m.
On the scale of 1 to 10, how much do you rely on law enforcement, Adri?
A 4 or 5.
Jesus.
5, maybe less.
Alrighty. Place or zone you wouldn't dare to step into, Adri.
I don't remember the name, but it's close to Atizapan. Oh.
Barras por aquí.
No, I don't remember the name, but it's in that area in the state of Mexico.
Okay. What about you, Jesus? Place or zone you wouldn't dare to step into?
I think Ecatepec because I didn't know. I didn't know the place.
Okay. Now, place or zone you wouldn't want to go back, Adri.
Tepito.
Tepito.
Yes, no, thank you.
Jesus.
I would say Tepito, but they really sell good stuff.
Yeah. Cool sneakers.
Yes, of course.
Definitely. Okay, guys. Really good. Very good. Again, I thank you for being here, and you are always welcome in the Let's Talk show. Alrighty? Have a beautiful... You're welcome. Have a beautiful day, and be seeing you soon. And for our viewers, that's it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in on a weekly basis to the Let's Talk show. Be sure to do it next week as well, because we will be back for much more. Jesus was with us. Adri was with us. Eric Rios was in the controls. Poncho was in charge of the edition of the show. I am Mike Ruiz. Goodbye and good night. Bye.